start with the class. I see we're live on Facebook. I've already had I did a little introduction into the theme in our Skype group. It's not too late to join if you feel like joining. The class is open for everyone. And for everyone that doesn't know, today we're going to practice yoga for self-acceptance and compassion, because it's very easy to judge yourself, be really hard on yourself. And I think it's important to sometimes just take a break, reflect, and be with yourself, give yourself some love. Pretty calm practice to really just focus on yourself a little more. So if there's anything that feels uncomfortable, always try to find a way that's comfortable for you. Don't feel afraid to stick to what I'm doing or stick to my examples. Always find your own way. So whenever you're ready, if you have a mat, come to sit on your mat in child's pose. If you have a carpet or anything else that you're using, just come and sit on there. Beautiful. So you can come to a wide-legged child's pose or a narrow one with your knees together. And choose to have your arms out long in front of you, or have them towards the back, either resting on your heels next to your thighs, maybe on your lower back if that feels nice. And start to deepen the breath. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And since it's the start of the practice, just notice on that. Just focus on your breath. Today we're practicing self-acceptance and self-compassion. Maybe it's something that you practice more often. Maybe it's your first time. Before I explain anything, just ask yourself what compassion means. You might have a different definition than I do, or the people practicing with you. Keep breathing. And if you have your definition clear to you, ask yourself if you give yourself enough permission. If you allow yourself to show yourself, if you allow yourself to speak when you need to, if you allow yourself to make mistakes, and completely rest when your body is tired or the mind overloaded. In this practice, we're just taking a break and give ourselves some time to be alone in the body, connecting your mind, body and breath, and allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to accept and show yourself some love, whatever that means to you. So set yourself that intention. And when you're ready, on an inhale, slowly lift your head, lift the upper body, and come to all fours. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Activate your core, look forward. Strong in the arms, don't sink into the shoulders. And on an inhale, drop the belly, lift your head for cow pose. Exhale, round the spine and look down, cat. Inhale, drop your belly and lift up. Exhale, round the spine into cat. Find your own rhythm. Move from the breath. And allow yourself to feel. And I've probably said this before, and maybe you will hear me say this every class. But I try and invite you to really find your own movement and to move on the rhythm of your breath. We are people, we love to imitate things, do what we see, and take examples. And it's absolutely fine because that's the way we learn. But try and stay curious to the way that your body feels and to what your body needs. Take one more. And come back to all fours. Bring the knees towards the outside of the mat. Left hand underneath the head and the right arm up to the sky. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe push that right arm all the way backwards to open the chest and your armpit even more. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Other side. Inhale, lift the arm up. Open your chest. Maybe open even more. Only as far as comfortable. We're still warming up the body. Easing into the practice. Inhale. And on your exhale, back to center. Come back to all fours. Bring the knees underneath the hips. Hands underneath the shoulders. Then straighten the right leg all the way towards the back. Flip your left leg towards the outside of the mat. Right heel on the floor and lift the right arm up to the sky for gate variation. Look up if you like, maybe towards the front of the mat, or if this is too much, you can keep looking down. Inhale and exhale. Maybe take the right arm overhead for a big side stretch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale one last time and then make your way back to center. Hands underneath, knees under the hips, stabilize, so come back. And when you're ready, straighten the left leg out long. Swing your right leg towards the side and repeat the same. Left heel on the mat. Inhale, left arms on, up to the sky. And first, let's take a breath here. If you feel like it, take the arm overhead. Inhale. And on your exhale, release. Make your way back to all fours. Swing your legs to the right. Come to sit on your bum and bring yourself all the way to center. Bring your feet in front of each other, or bring the soles of the feet together if it's more comfortable. If you want, you can cross the ankles or come into half lotus. There's a lot of options, but I want it to be available and accessible to everyone. So feel free to choose your option. There's no right or wrong. Inhale here, straighten the spine. Place the left hand onto the side and reach the right arm all the way up high. Reach the right arm even higher. Bend the left elbow and make your side stretch. Maybe look down or look up. Inhale. And on your exhale, take it to the other side and naturally fall into your side stretch. You know what to do. You've been here before. We're still taking it slow and easy. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift up through center. And exhale, fall to your left. Inhale through center. Exhale, fall to your right. Inhale, last time. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And come back to all fours. I'm going to stay here in front of you so you can see what I do, but feel free to come in the center of your mat. We're going to repeat the same as our gait variation, but get there a different way. So we're in all fours, straighten the right leg towards the side, walk your hands towards the left side of your mat, and here swing the right arm up high. You can keep your left foot flat on the mat or maybe keep your toes tucked. Inhale. And on an exhale, take the right arm underneath the left. Go into a twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. And exhale, both arms or both hands down. Come to sit on the left heel and walk your hands all the way over towards the right foot. Now, if this is too much, keep your hands next to your knee or next to your calf, or grab your right foot and come into a seated forward fold. Inhale, straighten the spine, and exhale, fold. We're going to stay here a little longer. If this is uncomfortable, you can come off your heel and bring the inside of the foot to your thigh. Oh, there's no right or wrong. You can absolutely do either position. Just giving variations. And come back to that compassion. Remember what it means to you. Your answer to the things that you allow yourself or not allow yourself. And I'm sure there are a few things that you don't allow yourself to do. A great example is making mistakes. Many of us have trouble allowing ourselves some mistakes, but we do all make them. Now ask yourself how you would react if your friend would make the same mistake as you did. What would it mean? How would you respond? Just be curious about your answer and hold on to it, because we will visit that same space. On your next inhale, lift the head and the upper body to straighten the spine. Release your foot, your shin or your ankle, and slowly bring your hands back towards the left hip knee and lift up into your gate variation. Open up one more time. And on your exhale, come back to center. Same on the other side, and I'm going to turn. So left leg out long. Walk your hands in line with the right knee. Keep your right foot flat or keep your toes tucked. And on an inhale, lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. Left hand underneath the right arm for a twist. Inhale, straighten or lift. And exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. Place the left hand next to the right. Come to sit on your heel. Walk your hands all the way over to the left side. And again, grab your foot, ankle, your shin, or maybe your hands next to your knee. If you want, you can come off a little and bring the right foot towards the thigh. If you want a little variation, you can come to sit on your heel. Keep breathing. And think back to the way that you responded or reacted to your friend making a mistake. You very often are much lighter or more easygoing when it comes to our friends. But when we do make the same mistakes, we get hard on ourselves. We're not as understanding. Or simply we don't show any compassion. And think if that is true for you. Is this something that you could work on? And it could well be that it's the other way around, and that's fine too. We're not here to judge it, just observing our thoughts and behavior and becoming aware of it. On your next inhale, slowly get ready to come up. Look up. Exhale. And inhale, lift the upper body. Walk your hands back towards the outside of the right knee and lift back up. And come back to your O4, center of the mat. Inhale. And on your exhale, lift the knees and push your hips all the way up to the ceiling into your down dog. The first down dog of your practice. So maybe walk your knees, move your knees, walk your dog. Stretch up through the arms. Keep your fingers widely spread, shoulders away from the ears, hips up high to the ceiling. Keep breathing wherever you are. And when you're ready, come to stillness. You don't have to bring your heels all the way down. You can keep your knees bent and lift your heels a bit. If you want, you can straighten the legs and bring the heels down as far as possible. But it's a slow and easy practice. We're not here to prove anyone or prove ourselves that we're flexible and strong. We're here for self-care, for acceptance and compassion. Let's take 3 more breaths. And on your next inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Keep your hips in line, just for this first time. Bend the right knee and open the hip. Look underneath the right shoulder. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Bring the knee towards the left elbow, then towards the right. Bring your right foot up behind the left foot and the right knee behind the right hand. Get ready for pigeon pose. First up, here we're bringing the hands in front of the shin. If you have a block, feel free to bring it underneath your thigh or your bum, just here, so we can rest it. Inhale here, feel a slight back bend here. And on your exhale, bring your elbows onto the mat. You can stay here, option 1. Option 2, bring the arms out long and bring your forehead down. Option 3, if none of these are comfortable, you can stay up long or stay up in the middle as well. I do invite you to come at least in your elbows if it's possible for you, and let your head and neck relax here. In these hip openers, we often experience emotions and feelings coming free. Now, whatever is coming up right now, just allow it. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to observe and just let it pass. I'm going to take 3 more breaths. If your mind has started to wander, or if you're thinking of whatever you're going to do after class, simply come back. Come back to your intention, back to the theme of the class. Allow yourself to be here. On your inhale, slowly look up. Bring yourself all the way up to your seated pigeon. And if you want, you can stay here and invite you to bring the left foot towards the back and hold onto it with your right foot. Just for a bit of a quad stretch, it's optional. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, let go. Prepare, tuck the back toes under, spread your fingers wide, stay strong in the arms, lift the back knee and swing that right leg all the way up high, back to your three-legged dog. Take some circles with the foot, maybe open your hip again, and then make your way to downward dog. Walk your dog, bend the knees. One breath here, and then switching sides. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Keep the hip bones in line. And exhale, bend the left knee, look underneath the left shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, twist back to center. Bring the left knee towards the right elbow, then towards the left. Drop the knee behind the left hand, your left foot behind the right hand, and place yourself or come down easy and slowly into your pigeon. So again, first stop is here. Easing into it. If you need a block, please don't forget, put it underneath your hip or underneath your thigh. And then maybe stay up here. Bring your elbows down or release the arms out long in front of you and your forehead on the mat. Again, if you want to, you can stay up high. But I do really invite you to stay low if possible. Like I said last time, in these poses when we are opening the hips, a lot of emotions that we've stored up are coming free. Suddenly you might have a flashback or a feeling that you haven't experienced for a while. So just let these come. Let them be. The more you store up, the more will come out in any other way. So very often we're really hard on ourselves when we don't allow ourselves space to rest, make mistakes. Allow ourselves time to process or digest. And it's normal to feel this way, or even to be this way. We often grow up with the idea that we have to be good at everything. that everything needs to happen fast. And if we don't succeed, we're useless and hopeless. But don't forget all the roles and all the balls that you're juggling. You might be a mom, a girlfriend, a friend, a sibling, a son or a daughter. You've got many roles and many people that you deal with. And I'm sure that all of those you do give your attention. But maybe there's a way to be even better at all of those roles when you give some more attention, care, love and compassion to yourself first. Let's take 2 more breaths. When you're ready on an inhale, lift your head and slowly make your way back to your seated pigeon. Spread the fingers wide, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and find yourself in some movement first before you lift up into your 3-legged dog. Ease your way into it, take it slow. When you're ready, inhale. And I recommend on an exhale to push yourself back and up. Maybe take some foot circles. Maybe open your dog again. Wherever you are, on an exhale, come back to your full down dog. 3 breaths here. So to give ourselves some compassion, fully accept, to serve ourselves and all and everyone around us, we need to practice non-judgment. This judgment can be anything that comes up, even questioning if you're doing it right. Whether the weather is good or bad. Whether the color of your leggings are right today. To fully experience this compassion and self-acceptance, I invite you to just observe. Notice these little things that you tell yourself are good or bad, or maybe that you have an opinion about. And instead of giving your opinion, just acknowledge them. Let's take 1 more breath here in down dog. On your next inhale, look towards the front. Bend the left knee, place it between the hands, and walk your hands to center around into your wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, fold. Place your right hand underneath your head And on an inhale, straighten the right arm. Lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Inhale here. And exhale, replace the right hand, lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Or reverse, depending on which side you started. Inhale. And exhale, bring it down. Since we're here in our forward fold, we've got our feet, our head very close to the mat, and our hands on the mat. I want you to maybe imagine everything that you've judged today going into the flow, out of your head, out of your body. Just let it release. Everything that you've judged for yourself, the people around you, and the things around you. So letting go. Let go of these judgments, the pressure that you put on yourself, and even the expectations. And I know this is a continuing practice that doesn't just happen in one day. We can't just say goodbye to everything that's no longer serving us in one yoga practice. But taking the time to think of these things, being aware of them and acknowledging them does really help. Even if it's just one thing that you're letting go of today, it's good. And it's enough. Inhale here. And exhale. Then walk your hands in line with the right foot. Take a little side stretch here. If you want more, you can lift the right arm up to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale, let go. And straight away walk over to the other side. Inhale here. And exhale. If you want more, maybe lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. Make your way to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Frame your front foot and slowly make your way back to downward dog. Inhale here. And exhale, bring the knees down. Going to sit on your heels into a kneeling position. Inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears and roll them all the way backwards. Open the chest. Maybe you have a tiny bend in your back, can be naturally. Try to keep it straight as possible. And then on your next inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Bring your hip bones in line with the knees. And exhale, come to sit on your heels, hands behind you. Drop the left arm and swing the drop the left arm, swing the right arm all the way up while you lift your hips and push them forward. Come into a side stretch. And exhale, bring it down the same way as you came. And switch sides. Right hand down, lift the left arm and push the hips forward. Exhale down. Switch sides, hips forward, right arm up and over. Exhale. Inhale, other side, hips up, hips forward, left arm up and over. Exhale down. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, bring it down, beautiful. Place your hands on the mat. Walk your heels backwards and come into our Sphinx position. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Bring the feet flat on the mat. Lift the lower belly from the mat. Keep your thighs active. Push your heart bone towards the front through your collarbones. If that sounds weird or impossible, just think of it pushing your heart all the way forward and your shoulders back. Inhale here. And exhale, release. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. Place your hands next to your chest. Right arm out long in front of you. Sorry, not out long in front of you. In line with the right shoulder. Bend the left knee and flip over towards the right side. Open your shoulders, your heart space. Maybe take the right arm out long. Keep your your left knee bent. And while we are here, think of some things that you can work on during the week to work on your self-compassion. What areas of life or what areas of work can you be easier on? In what way are you pushing yourself too much? Or do you have high expectations? Inhale. Exhale, let go. Slowly make your way back. And take a cobra in center. Exhale, forward fold. And take it to the other side. Left hand in line with the shoulder. Bend the right knee. Take it up and over. And take the right arm out long in front of you. Once you've decided on the things that you're going to be easier on this week, that you can actually track it. Because the thoughts and the expectations, the things that we do, very often are automatically. They've been with us for so long that we don't even notice them anymore. So once you know what you're going to be easier on, think of a way to stay on track and keep noticing them. staying aware of it. Whether it's journaling, maybe an alarm, a reminder at home, there's always a way. Inhale. And exhale. Bring yourself all the way back to center. Bring the hands next to your chest. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Last one. Inhale. And exhale down. Push yourself all the way up. Swing your legs to one side and come to sit into your seated or staff pose. Legs out long in front of you. Try to keep your legs straight. If it's not possible, you can bend the knees. Straighten the back, lengthen the spine. Inhale, lift the arms up to the ceiling. And exhale, twist to your right. Drop the left hand towards the right foot and your right hand towards the lower back or towards the inside of the left thigh. If you have long arms, this doesn't have to do so much with your flexibility, more with the length of your limbs. So don't worry if you can't reach. You can always reach your ankle or your knee, maybe your shin. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. If this is too much, bend the left knee, maybe bend the right. This is a variation of our normal seated forward folds. Because we've done a bit of twisting today, I invite you to stay here. If it's uncomfortable, if you don't like it, you can always come back to your normal forward fold. I invite you to try something new. And again, be curious about it. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And on your exhale, come out of your twist. Hold on to your toes or your ankles. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Come up completely. Exhale. Inhale, lift the arms up to the ceiling. And exhale, twist to your left. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your hands. Right hand towards the left foot, your ankle, your shin, left hand behind you. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. If you want, you can bring the left hand towards the inside, towards the the right hip. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. And stay here. Bend your right knee if you need to. Bend your left knee if it's more comfortable. Let's take one more breath. Inhale, lift your head. And on your exhale, come out. Hold on to your feet, your ankles or your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold in. We're going to stay here a little bit longer. You can either stay here in your seated forward fold, or bring the soles of the feet together to come into our Baddha or butterfly pose. I invite you to do whatever feels right. Know that we're going to stay about 3 to 5 minutes. So whatever feels more comfortable or right to you now. And with our heads close to the floor, in our own little bubble, reflecting your practice. And start here with your non-judgment. Just reflect on what you've done, not on how it went. Don't tell yourself you should or you could. You don't have to, you don't need to. Literally just observe and acknowledge what you've done, how you felt. When you're ready, you can slowly make your way up to a seated position. Bringing your feet in front of each other, or your ankles crossed, maybe lotus. Whatever you feel like. Your hands on your knees, maybe in your lower belly, hands in your heart. And close your eyes. We're going to end our practice in our seated meditation pose. And before we end, I want you to think back of the things that you're going to observe and acknowledge this week. The things that you know that maybe you've been really strict with or hard on, where you had too many expectations. In those things, allow yourself. And remember, that's whatever it means to you. Practice is acceptance, compassion, and non-judgment. Because it doesn't only serve you, it serves everyone and everything around you. Namaste. Questions, amazing. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. We're going to end the session here. If you do have things that you would like to share or ask, you can still join us in Skype. We're going to be there for a bit, just chat. And otherwise, feel free to join us tomorrow in our session with Anka about maintaining a healthy relationship with food, and otherwise next week.